Hey, fellow business owners in British Columbia. Hi, it's Emmer, the internet guy here, and this is a very quick video or podcast, call it whatever you like. It's a very quick notification for me to tell you that the government of BC is now supporting your online endeavors. So there are grants and there are measures put in place to help every single small and medium business in BC to transact online. And here I am. I'm sharing the website with you just quickly. It has most of the information. So you can get up to the maximum of $7,500 per business, which is 75% of eligible expenses. So it means if you go, let's say you go and build yourself a brand new e-commerce shop, and on top of it, you are also going to pay for some Facebook ads. The total cost would be somewhere around 10,000 Canadian dollars. The government of BC is willing to give you 7,500 out of this 10,000 if you are eligible. So, and of course, the eligibility is going to come now, and I'm going to discuss it in a second. So the deadlines, this is the reason why I wanted to share this with you, because the deadline is close and it's a first come first serve. So you want to do this before the government runs out of money. You want to do this really quickly. To determine your eligibility, you have to be a business owned by a BC resident or residents. The business's sole or primary operation should be located in BC. The business should be currently operating, registered in BC, employs less than 149 people, employs less than 149 BC residents. So if you have one employee, even if you are the only employee, like you're on the payroll and you do T4s when you do your taxes, you will qualify. You must have a business number. You must have a GST number. You must have a PST and a WorkSafe BC number where applicable. Some businesses are not required to have a WorkSafe BC like membership or insurance, but many businesses are required by law. So it depends. That's why here it says where applicable. Now, you have to have generated sales. You have to have had sales of more than 30,000 in the year that was before COVID-19, which is 2019. So if you close the books on your 2019 year with $30,000 or more, you qualify. You must have repeatable products. So as an example, let's say you're a consultant and you're selling online training, online courses, right? Or you're selling courses or classroom-based courses or whatever, like face-to-face training. And now you want to do this online. You want to switch your training to be online training. So you would qualify because this is a repeatable product. So in case you're an artist, a jeweler, or something, or somebody who manufactures stuff, then you must have individual items that are either the same or have slight differences, like paintings, rings, etc. Then what else is in the eligibility criteria? Somebody who does not currently have an online store. So all of you out there who are only selling and conducting business face-to-face and not online, and those of you out there who started to do stuff online but are not sure that it's working, or are not sure, or you're not sure that you're in the right place, like you jumped right away, you went to Wix or you went to Squarespace or Shopify, and then you started something online, but you're not 100% sure it's really working for you, and you want to get it, you want this get, you want to get this done right? So this is the thing that you need to do. And you're also eligible if you do have an online store that has no more than 3 of the 5 identified store features. It means your online store has some features, but it does not have all 5. And it does not have 4 out of 5. It has 3 or less. So what are these features that the government is talking about? Customer registration and information security features on your website. So when people come to buy from you, they can register. Your website is secure by an SSL certificate. Your data is not stored unencrypted. So if you're collecting credit card details as form of payment, for example, and this goes into your database, this has to be encrypted. You shouldn't be able to see the full card number. You probably just see 4 digits. So this is what we're talking about. That's feature number 1. Feature number 2, a shopping cart and other order management capabilities. So if you do have, like everyone who's transacting online now, using e-commerce, a shopping cart. Feature number 3, payment processing options, including the application of appropriate taxes and shipping costs at time of ordering. It means the automation of tax calculation as well as shipping costs at time of ordering. So that's feature number 3. Feature number 4 is a product catalog that allows the user who comes to your website to be able to search for a product and see if it's available in stock. So it's a product catalog, search and inventory status. So probably many people who would have built a quick e-commerce site somewhere like on Shopify would not have had the time or the technical ability to do a proper product catalog that searches the inventory status, because that's like a pretty advanced thing. And also many people, when they have their cart and their checkout, they would not have automated the tax calculation based on the customer's location, because maybe you're not only selling to customers in BC, maybe you are based in BC but you're selling worldwide, which means you need to calculate the taxes that your customer would pay you based on their shipping address. And this is an option that not everybody knows how to do. And the last one is website analytics and reporting capabilities, which means you have connected your website or your e-commerce site to Google Analytics, and you are actually drawing some kind of a weekly or monthly reports. So these are the 4 features. If you do have an existing e-commerce store or online store that has all the 5 features, you are not going to qualify for the grant. But if you do have an online store that is missing 2 or more of these 5 features, then you will qualify for the grant. Again, the features are customer registration and information security, shopping cart and order management, payment processing, including the automation of taxes and shipping costs at time of ordering. So bear in mind, this means it's not going to be added manually by a person later. The system is actually doing all the calculation here. Product catalog, search and inventory status, website analytics, and reporting capabilities. So if what I just said about these 5 features is a little bit too much to digest, don't worry about it. You are not a techie. I am. That's why I'm here trying to help. Now, the eligible expenses. What is eligible? So if you want to take the grant, the government, of course, they need to know where is it going to be spent. And I think that the way this will work would be for you to pay for the service first and then give them the details of the service. They will calculate how much of your expenses would fall within the eligibility criteria and give you an amount of money that will be up to 75% of these expenses. Now, in order to have your expenses eligible for the grant, number 1, the service provider who you will use, the cost. So if you're going to hire a company, like a web design and development company, to develop the platform for you to develop your website, build your e-commerce shop, or your online store, as the government calls it, then this would be eligible. If you're going to pay somebody to create content for you, copywriting, content writing, this is eligible. If you're going to develop a system for an online inventory of goods and products, this is eligible. If you're going to buy stock images online, pictures, or if you're going to hire a photographer to actually do like a photo shoot or come and take photos of your products, this is eligible. If you're going to pay for an e-commerce platform subscription, which will only be covered up to 1 year. Again, this area is very important, guys. Pay attention, because if you are just going to go and build your shop on Shopify, number one, you don't own the platform. You're just renting a space on Shopify. So it's a subscription based. I understand that it makes the barrier to entry a little bit lower than building it your own, such as WordPress and WooCommerce. But you're only going to get up to 1 year of your subscription bill covered by this grant. And on top of it, you have zero control. You're building your shop on somebody else's network. So this is something that I do not encourage. It's way, way better to just spend a little bit extra and get your e-commerce shop built correctly, somewhere where you have full control, such as a WooCommerce online store. It's not that hard. And when you hire somebody like a professional company or a professional person to build it for you, they will also end up doing the products for you, like entering the products, creating the products for you. All what you have to provide is the product detail, such as the description of the product, the pricing, and some images. But the person who's helping you with this, or the company helping you with this, would take it from A to Z and get it all done. Whereby when you use something like Shopify, you are the one who's going to spend hours and hours building and entering each single product. Or you're going to end up hiring somebody or giving it to somebody from your team, which overall, when you look at the hourly cost of the time spent, you realize that it would have been way better to build your own store, online store, using WordPress and WooCommerce. Advertising, online advertising, like Facebook ads or LinkedIn ads or Google ads, they will cover it up to 1 year. Any work that you do with search engine optimization, SEO, and if you are going to hire somebody to create banners and other embedded advertising, I mean, this part is a little bit old school though. I don't know if anyone is creating advertising banners and placing them on somebody else's website anymore. But anyway, if you do that, that is also covered. Staff training to manage the online shop, learn about digital marketing. This is beautiful, because if you send somebody to take a course to learn about digital marketing properly, it's covered. If you yourself as a business owner take a course to learn more about SEO, digital marketing, creating your website, things like that, this is covered. And of course, if you hire a professional website and e-commerce designer, developer, it is covered. Now, successful applicants must use one or more BC-based service providers. So whoever you use has to be based in BC as well, right? I'll be honored to help you with this, guys. Like, if I can do anything to help you, and just, give me a call. Book some time for us to talk. The call is free. There's absolutely no commitment whatsoever. We can just have a quick chat. I can learn a little bit more about what you're trying to do and advise you. Take the advice, whether you want to use my company, Human Talents Technology, or somebody else that you have in mind, or someone that you've met in a networking event who's also incorporated in BC, go ahead. No hard feelings here. I'm just trying to help small and medium business owners, because I'm also a small business owner from BC. So let's go there. You must use a company based in BC. The only non-BC based eligible expenses would be platform subscription costs, purchase of online photos and graphics, and purchase of online promotional space such as Facebook ads. So everything that you spend in order to qualify for the grant has to be spent on a business that is incorporated and based in BC. Apart from, of course, if you buy Facebook ads, you're paying money to Facebook. If you buy Google ads, you're paying money to Google. And if you're purchasing any stock images, you could be buying them from a website based in the States or somewhere else. So that is okay. That would still qualify. Now, if you're building your online store, okay, number one, the store has to be done within 12 weeks. So this is a good constraint on the program, because you can't apply for the grant and then take 8 months to get things done, right? You can't go and tinker about your own way and try to learn WordPress, WooCommerce, or something else, or go take a course for 2 months and then come back, after. This will be a big waste of time. What you need to do is take action now. Speak to a professional, get your requirements in order, make sure that the company or the person who you will use can actually give you details that are, within the eligibility criteria, so that you can claim that money. And at the end of the 12 weeks, you need to have all the 5 things that we discussed before: the registration, the shopping cart order management, payment processing, security, product catalog, and website analytics. That's it. The rest is just like self-explanatory here. Just give you like some guidelines on how to apply, what you will be asked to provide, and so on. Of course, you'll be asked to provide your T2 and your notice of assessment and so on. And this is really good. I mean, I love the fact that the government is now helping us go online. COVID pushed us to go online, and many of us have jumped in, and did something haphazardly just to avoid, being closed and just to be out there. Now is your time to move things in the right direction. If you're on Wix and you don't like your website and it's so slow and you've outgrown it and you needed some options that you couldn't do because you did not have the budget, now you have the budget. Now you can have your dream online store, your dream website that converts and helps your business grow. So, guys, just book a call with me, with anyone who is a techie who can help you do this quickly, so that you don't lose on the deadline of this great grant from the government of BC. Thank you, and as always, I wish you success. Bye.